Over 500 people die annually from tire-related crashes, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. And without you even knowing it, these 6 major causes of uneven tire wear could be putting you at risk while costing you hundreds of dollars every year. Your tires are constantly communicating with you through their wear patterns, telling a story about what's happening with your vehicle. But most drivers miss these critical warning signs until it's too late. The NHTSA reports that many of these tragedies could have been prevented by understanding what causes tires to wear unevenly and recognizing when tread depth drops below the safe 2/32 inch threshold. When tire tread wears down abnormally, it reduces grip, especially in wet conditions. It increases your stopping distance by up to 20% and can lead to catastrophic blowouts. Let's examine the 6 main culprits behind uneven tire wear and what you can do to protect yourself and your wallet. The most common cause of uneven tire wear is something hiding in plain sight: incorrect tire pressure. According to research, an estimated 95% of tire failures stem from low tire pressure, and 71% of vehicles have at least one tire underinflated by at least 1 pound per square inch. Most passenger vehicles require 32 to 35 psi for optimal performance. When your tires are underinflated, they don't maintain their proper shape. Instead of the center of the tread making contact with the road, the outer edges bear most of the weight. This creates excessive heat buildup and causes the shoulders of your tires to wear down rapidly. You'll notice the telltale pattern of worn edges while the center tread remains relatively untouched. But overinflation creates the opposite problem. When there's too much air pressure, the tire becomes rigid and only the center portion touches the road. This concentrates all the vehicle's weight on that small center strip, causing it to wear out while the edges remain pristine. Modern vehicles equipped with tire pressure monitoring systems, mandatory on all cars since 2007, will alert you to pressure drops. But these systems typically don't activate until pressure drops significantly below recommended levels. The financial impact is staggering. For every 1 psi drop in pressure across all 4 tires, your gas mileage decreases by 0.2%. A tire that's 20% underinflated can lose 30% of its expected lifespan. That means if your tires were rated for 60,000 miles, improper inflation could force replacement at just 42,000 miles. Wheel alignment might seem like a minor issue, but it's one of the most destructive forces acting on your tires. A Bridgestone study found that a misalignment of just 0.17 inches can reduce tire life by up to 25%. For the average driver, that translates to losing 10,000 miles of tire life and hundreds of dollars in premature replacement costs. Alignment problems show up in distinct wear patterns. When your wheels have improper toe alignment, meaning they point slightly inward or outward instead of straight ahead, you will see feathering. This creates a sawtooth pattern where one side of each tread block is worn smooth while the other side remains sharp. Camber misalignment causes one-sided wear. If your wheel tilts inward, the inner edge of your tire carries more weight and wears faster. If it tilts outward, the outer edge takes the beating. This type of wear often goes unnoticed until one side of the tire is completely bald while the other side looks nearly new. The most insidious part about alignment issues is how gradually they develop. Your car doesn't suddenly start pulling dramatically to one side. Instead, you unconsciously compensate with tiny steering corrections, never realizing your tires are being slowly destroyed with every mile. Your vehicle's suspension system is designed to keep your tires in constant contact with the road. When suspension components like shocks, struts, or bushings start failing, your tires begin to bounce and lose consistent road contact. This creates a distinctive wear pattern called cupping or scalloping. Cupped tires develop a series of low and high spots around the tread circumference, creating a rhythmic thumping sound as you drive. The worn patches alternate with less worn areas, giving the tire a wavy appearance. This isn't just cosmetic damage. Cupped tires lose traction and can create dangerous vibrations that affect your ability to control the vehicle. Research shows that when suspension dampening drops to just 50% effectiveness, your stopping distance increases by 23%. At 31 miles per hour, that's an additional 21 feet of braking distance, potentially the difference between a close call and a collision. Suspension components typically last around 50,000 miles, but driving on rough roads accelerates their wear. The The challenge is that suspension failure is often gradual and subtle. You might notice a slightly rougher ride or minor vibrations, but by the time these symptoms become obvious, your tires may already be severely damaged. Front tires naturally wear faster than rear tires due to steering forces, braking duties, and weight distribution differences. Without regular rotation, this disparity becomes pronounced, leading to dramatically uneven wear across your vehicle. Front-wheel drive vehicles are particularly susceptible because their front tires handle both steering and acceleration. The constant twisting forces from turning and the friction from acceleration create accelerated wear patterns that rotation can help distribute evenly across all 4 tires. The math on tire rotation is compelling. Regular rotation can extend tire life by up to 30% according to industry studies. If you typically get 45,000 miles from a set of tires, rotation could push that to nearly 60,000 miles. At current tire prices, which have increased over 21% in just the last 2 years, that extra mileage represents significant savings. Major tire manufacturers like Michelin, Goodyear, and Bridgestone recommend rotation every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, roughly every other oil change. For all-wheel drive vehicles, rotation becomes even more critical and should happen every 3,000 to 5,000 miles to prevent drivetrain damage from uneven tire diameters. Your driving style has a direct impact on tire wear patterns and lifespan. Gentle driving might get you 45,000 miles from a set of tires, while aggressive habits could force replacement at just 35,000 miles. That's a 30% difference in tire life, translating to hundreds of dollars in additional replacement costs over your vehicle's lifetime. Hard acceleration is the biggest tire killer. Every time you floor the gas pedal, you're asking your tires to transfer enormous amounts of torque to the pavement. The tire surface endures extreme friction as it tries to grip the road while the engine applies violent rotational force to the wheel. Aggressive cornering creates its own problems, particularly for front-wheel drive vehicles whose front tires already handle multiple duties. Taking corners too quickly forces the outer edges of your tires to bear tremendous lateral loads, leading to accelerated shoulder wear. Even seemingly minor habits like dry steering, turning the wheel while stopped, can damage your tires. This practice grinds the tire treads against the pavement without the rolling motion that normally distributes wear evenly. Tire balancing ensures that weight is distributed evenly around the wheel and tire assembly. When a tire is out of balance, it creates vibrations and uneven contact patches that accelerate wear in specific areas. An unbalanced tire might cause vibrations you can feel in the steering wheel or seat. But sometimes the imbalance is subtle enough that you don't notice the symptoms until the tire wear becomes severe. The constant bouncing and irregular contact creates heat buildup and stress concentration that shortens tire life. Tire balancing typically costs between $37 and $55 per tire, making it one of the most cost-effective maintenance procedures for extending tire life. When you consider that a complete set of 4 tires now costs between $460 and $1,280, the small investment in balancing pays for itself many times over. Understanding these 6 causes of uneven tire wear empowers you to take proactive steps. Check your tire pressure monthly. It takes 5 minutes and could save you hundreds of dollars. Use the simple penny test to check tread depth. Insert a penny into the tread groove with Lincoln's head upside down. If you can see the top of his head, your tires have worn below the safe 2/32 inch threshold. Schedule alignment checks every 10,000 to 15,000 miles. And don't ignore symptoms like steering wheel vibrations or your vehicle pulling to one side. When shopping for new tires, pay attention to the Uniform Tire Quality Grading ratings. Treadwear ratings typically range from 200 to 800, with higher numbers indicating longer expected life under normal driving conditions. Most importantly, inspect your tires regularly for wear patterns. The treads are constantly telling you what's happening with your vehicle systems. By learning to read these patterns, you can catch problems early and address them before they destroy your tires and compromise your safety. Your tires are the only thing connecting your vehicle to the road. Taking care of them isn't just about saving money, it's about protecting yourself and everyone else on the road. A few minutes of attention and preventive maintenance today could prevent a dangerous blowout tomorrow. Now, out of all 6 causes we just covered, the single easiest one to fix costs you absolutely nothing. and it only takes 5 minutes. I'm talking about tire pressure. Stick around, because in the next video, I'll show you exactly how improper inflation is silently draining your wallet and how a free fix at any gas station can save you hundreds.